How could an ordinary morning turn into a moment the world would never escape? It is a Tuesday like countless others. September 11th, 2001. New York wakes up at its usual relentless pace. Yellow taxis slide through Manhattan's avenues. Subway platforms overflow with commuters. Offices slowly fill with voices, footsteps, ringing phones. Everything feels routine, predictable, safe. No one imagines that, within minutes, history will fracture. At 8:46 a.m., that illusion ends. A sudden impact tears through the sky. American Airlines Flight 11 crashes into the North Tower of the World Trade Center. Fire erupts. Steel and glass scatter. A column of black smoke rises above the city. For a moment, confusion reigns. People stop in the streets, staring upward, convinced it must be a tragic accident. Television cameras broadcast the images live. A tower on fire in the heart of New York. 17 minutes later, disbelief collapses. At 9:03 a.m., United Airlines Flight 175 strikes the South Tower. The explosion is unmistakable. In that instant, the city understands. So does the world. This is not an accident. It is an attack. Panic spreads through Manhattan. Sirens echo between buildings. People run, freeze, cry, search for meaning in scenes that feel unreal. In minutes, the most powerful city on Earth is transformed into fear, smoke, and uncertainty. A morning that began like any other is becoming one of the darkest days in modern history. Live images show the Twin Towers burning against a clear blue sky, like wounded giants. Millions watch from around the world, unable to look away, hoping, still, that reality will correct itself. Inside the towers, thousands are trapped. Stairwells fill with smoke. Phones ring for the last time. Messages are recorded that will never be answered. Outside, the city responds. Firefighters, police officers, and rescuers run toward the danger. They climb upward while everyone else escapes downward, carrying heavy equipment, driven by duty rather than. The nightmare continues. At 9:37 a.m., a third plane crashes into the Pentagon, striking a symbol of American defense. At 10:03 a.m., a fourth aircraft, United Airlines Flight 93, goes down in a Pennsylvania field. Passengers, aware of what is happening, resist. Their actions prevent another target from being hit. In New York, time runs out. At 9:59 a.m., the South Tower collapses. In seconds, a 110-story building disappears, replaced by a vast cloud of dust that floods the streets of Manhattan. At 10:28 a.m., the North Tower follows. Live, before millions of eyes, the skyline changes forever. The city is swallowed by gray. Streets vanish. Sound dulls. Survivors emerge from the dust, disoriented, silent, unrecognizable. Lower Manhattan becomes a landscape of disbelief. In less than 2 hours, thousands of lives are lost. The United States is deeply wounded, its economic symbol destroyed, its sense of security shattered. Hospitals fee. Ambulances arrive without pause. Families search desperately, holding photos, repeating names, clinging to hope that fades with every hour. The world watches. From every continent, people stand motionless in front of screens. This is no longer only an attack on America. It is a global trauma. The skies over the United States close. Flights are grounded. Airports shut down. For the first time in modern history, the nation stops its own air traffic. And yet, time does not stop. The smell of smoke and metal lingers. It settles into memory. Those who live this day understand that forgetting will never be possible. Fear reshapes everyday life. Security tightens. Wars follow. The world enters a new era marked by uncertainty and loss. September 11th, 2001 becomes more than a date. It becomes a wound carried by a generation. A moment when the world lost certainty and learned how fragile everything truly is today. Where the Twin Towers once stood, One World Trade Center rises. Nearby, a memorial of water and silence carries thousands of names. is a place of grief and of remembrance, a reminder that some mornings change everything and that history can begin on the most ordinary of days.